prancing and dancing in the home opener. Was it a business-like approach tonight? How did you sort of handle the natural emotions, I guess, of playing the home opener?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's always exciting getting back into the atmosphere, JPJ. But like you said, prancing and dancing. But
did you really say that?
No, he actually did it a couple times.
Yeah. He also said no lifting for you. I guess that's something about. Didn't he say no?
Just that means one word's no jumping, which I didn't. I did it on one play.
You were taking the fakes too much of the JMU, or?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about fourth foul. But yeah, so definitely there was a business-like approach. I mean, home opener had to come out and set the tone. I think everyone responded pretty well and executed on defense.
Tony said he didn't think about it, but did you guys want a banner raising ceremony or anything like that?
I didn't even think about that either. We're not really about that.
Those guys being really aggressive.
The question about the prancing and dancing is it had something to do with the fact that I guess a lot of young players had not played against Norfolk State. They had some pretty decent games with them. Did you remember that coming in?
I remember we played them like every year since I've been here. They seem to have a whole new team that they played them. So, because I remember like one guy from the team last year. So,
what do you think you guys accomplished these first two games? Do you feel like what did you learn about yourselves? Obviously, games weren't the closest to games, but what do you think you learned about yourself?
I think after the first game we realized we can't just transition defense and stuff. We can't get away with that. Like later on in the year, especially when ACC play started. So I think we did a better job setting the tone defensively and executed our stuff better today.
What did you make of that three-point shooting start for you guys?
I thought we got a lot of good open looks, moving the ball well. And we just took advantage of it early. We just shot with confidence.
Coach, doesn't want this to be a team that falls in love with the three, but were those looks just against the zone too good to pass up tonight?
I think so. They weren't. Some of them were early shots, but for the most part, they weren't early shots. We'd worked the ball around and got the defense moving like coaches asked us to do, and shot it when we saw an open shot.
Even though I know he wants to go inside, out, and all of that.
Right.
Is this a team that can knock down shots?
I think so. Even losing Joe, he was our main three-point shooter and opened up the floor. I think we have guys that can shoot it not as well as Joe, but at a decent level to where we can space the floor.
Some of these guys, younger players, probably were not familiar with Norfolk State. You've seen Norfolk State a couple times in your career. Did you have to let people know this isn't like a walkover here tonight?
Right.
It turned out that way, but
they played us hard last year. We knew that coming in, the veterans, and for the younger guys, they said to step in and keep playing the type of ball that we know how to play. And I think they did that for the most part.
You guys have to be careful not to fall too in love with the three-pointer.
Definitely. It fell tonight. It fell really well tonight, but that can be a curse if we fall in love with it for the next couple games and don't play inside out. I think we need to continue to play through our bigs because we have a really good inside presence this year.
I know it's only 2 games in, but does it feel like guys are finding their roles a little quicker than last year on this team?
Definitely. I think we have veterans that know how to play, and I think we have younger guys that know how to play also. And they're fitting right in, playing defense, and we're still figuring out the roles on offense, but all that's going to come.
Talk about the defensive effort tonight. First half, JMU the other night had a pretty good first half, but tonight it seemed like you guys clamped down both halves.
I think we're starting to learn the pack better. The veterans are, we're getting it reinforced from last year, and the new guys are learning it also. And I think we work on it every day, and it's a process, and it's coming together.
Coach Bennett said he told you guys no prancing and dancing out there. Is that the first time he's used that expression?
It is. He said he got it from Muhammad Ali. Met him a couple weeks ago and got it from him. But that just means no tiptoeing. Go out there and play hard.
Muhammad Ali did prance and dance.
He did. Yeah, I know. It was a little bit contrary.
One of the questions asked of Coach in a press conference was about the lack of a ceremony for the banner for last year's championship team. I'm talking to some of the players tonight. That's not important for this year's team. Could you talk? I know that's important for you too. You say no expectations. We're out here to win games. Talk about that if you could.
We try to ignore expectations. We try to block out distractions, and rankings and all that can be distractions for us. We try to block that out and maximize our potential as a team.
I mean, banners. Nothing important about a banner from last year.
We try not to. We don't worry about that. If a banner's put up, then that's nice. But if it's not, we're worried that's last year, and we're worried about this year.